dust on my name. Whole world watching, pointing and blame. Black sheep walking through the fire, no shame, no pasture, no green, just thunder and rain. A misfit outlaw, they said I'd fall. Turned my back, but I struck gold. No hand to hold, just a cold roll. I'm ballin', breaking every mold. They said I wouldn't last. Try to shatter my glass, but this soul don't crack. I'm the black sheep. All in, no fences, no walls. Can't win.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy 92J with I Heart MB, the podcast. I was going to do this episode Friday, bring it to you earlier. That being said, man, if you haven't laughed today, peep this clip. Oh, shoot, girl. Let me see, hold on. You got it. Hey. Now that I made you laugh, man, let's get into the real stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all heard what's going on between Jamaica and Cuba. And if you haven't,
the images we're seeing from neighborhoods in Jamaica in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa reveal absolute destruction. Gates of homes immersed in murky waters, driveways and the roads beyond them invisible. Joining me now is Lisa Hanna, a Jamaican resident and former Jamaican politician stuck in Florida right now, waiting for word on when she can return home. Lisa, it's good to have you here. I know you've been talking to folks on the ground in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. What are you hearing? What are they telling you? And can you reach everybody you want to hear from?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the program. Yes, my flights were canceled on Sunday morning, and a number of us as Jamaicans are stuck in the United States. What we're hearing on the ground, for those of us who can get in touch with family members, is the devastation is almost apocalyptic. So the south of the island and the western sides of the island, you know, if you're familiar with Jamaica, places like St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, Montego Bay, Hanover, and certainly in St. Elizabeth, those are areas that tourists would frequent. Those were the areas where the eye passed over and were hit hardest. Certainly the eastern side of the island, places like Kingston, where about 1 million Jamaicans live, and places like St. Mary and St. Thomas and parts of St. Catherine were not as badly damaged. But certainly we've seen hurricanes before as Jamaicans and tropical storms. We've never seen anything like this. Certainly roofs are completely gone. Roadways are completely gone. People are now getting out there. But the community spirit in Jamaica is very, very high. We're resilient. We're courageous people. The government has now given the all clear for utility systems to get back up and running, for supermarkets and different places of, you know, essential items to start opening up again. And our response teams are on the ground, our police are on the ground, our army's on the ground. So the relief efforts have started, and in Jamaica we have pretty advanced legislation. So what you will see now is almost a parallel activity. You'll see people being rescued in places where there are landslides, especially in rural areas. You will see food items being taken to people, you know, being given medication, etc. And in tandem with that, you'll see utility companies starting to assess where they can turn electricity back on, and you'll see roads being cleared. And so that is the immediate situation that's happening. The Minister of Transport, who I'm in touch with, should inform the country later today whether the airports for essential items will be open later today, and whether or not you will certainly have the airport in Kingston being opened.
You sound confident, you sound determined, but I wonder emotionally, this is your home. What goes through your mind when you see some of the pictures? And again, these are not the worst hit areas. We were actually talking on the air the last hour to somebody who had been on the phone with a friend in St. Elizabeth, and they got cut off just as he was telling them that the water was coming through their roof.
Listen,
what are you even feeling right now?
We haven't slept. I can tell you, those of us who are here have been on the phone all night together. my former constituency, which was the member of parliament for 18 years, I was helping 2 nights before the hurricane to still get zinc and plyboard and food to people. And I'm still in touch with them. The roofs are completely gone in some of those areas. There are communities that are decimated, and this is in Santan. There is a level of emotional fatigue that we feel, but as Jamaicans, we're resilient, and we rise to meet adversity. That's probably why you hear the determination in my voice, because we're not people that are bludgeoned into acquiescence by adversity. So yes, our spirits are a little down, but trust me, we're already on the road and we're helping. We're very compassionate people. And already the relief efforts have started from around the world, and our diaspora, when things seemed intractable, the Jamaican diaspora rises, and we have very, very good relationships in the diplomatic community as well. So, yeah, it's hard because a lot of people have been displaced, but all of us are going to help. It doesn't matter if we were not displaced, we're going to help those that are. And so hopefully by tomorrow I'll get home and I'll be right on the ground with everybody else trying to help this
Hurricane Melissa
recovery effort.
making another landfall, slamming into Cuba with driving rain and wind. The island evacuating more than 730,000 people, while U.S. personnel at Guantanamo Bay told to take shelter ahead of the storm. It comes just hours after Melissa's historic landfall in Jamaica as a catastrophic Category 5 hurricane with destructive 185-mile-an-hour winds.
Our infrastructure has been severely compromised.
Melissa unleashing raging floodwaters and a life-threatening storm surge, leaving neighborhoods like St. Elizabeth Parish completely underwater. This was the terrifying scene outside a local hospital. Melissa first roared ashore midday on Jamaica's southwestern coast before tearing across the island. This was the reaction from the meteorologist at NBC6 in Miami as he received a live update on the deadly storm's unbelievable power.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, I'm going to hold it together here.
Visitors at this hotel forced to evacuate to the ballroom, where they rode out the storm, huddled together on the floor. Christina and Tony Malshodi of Iowa are in Jamaica celebrating their anniversary. How scary has this ordeal been?
Oh, for me, it was horrific. It was absolutely terrifying.
Officials warning the damage assessment could take weeks and that the recovery could be hampered by airports that remain closed.
That's crazy, man. So praise out to the families in Cuba and Jamaica. We have a Pink Out event, South Coast, and here goes the information for that. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode of iHeartMB, the podcast, man. You guys have a blessing.
Thunder and rain, a misfit outlaw, they said I'd find.